Well, despite Donald Trump's insistence there had been positive signs towards reaching some sort of deal, it does still seem to be a long way off. Pakistan is acting as the go-between here, presenting a US-drafted plan to end the war to Iran. And Iranian state media has reported that's been rejected. Iran seeing this as too unfairly weighted towards the United States' interests, not including key issues such as guarantees the war will not be restarted sometime in the near future, and also demanding that there be an acknowledgement of Iranian sovereignty over the Strait of Hormuz. That is the key global shipping route which has been choked by the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps in recent weeks, sending shockwaves through global energy markets, considering how much oil and gas travels through that area. That's of course been compounded by Iranian attacks on oil and gas facilities right across the Gulf. Earlier this week, Donald Trump had walked back his threats to start bombing Iranian power plants if it didn't reopen the strait without any restrictions there. And that's where this rhetoric around there being positive signs in negotiations started to emerge. But that was ridiculed by Iran, saying that if Donald Trump was having such talks, well, he was having them with himself. Both sides may well be looking for an off-ramp here, but it does appear an exit is still kilometres down the road. And none of that takes into account how Israel will behave here. We know Israel has taken a dim view of the talks to end the war at this point. Benjamin Netanyahu saying that the military offensive in terms of how Israel is acting is still continuing in earnest. And he's also said that that is the case in Lebanon, where we are here as well. Benjamin Netanyahu saying that the world is watching the dismantling of the Iranian-backed militant group Hezbollah here. Over the last 3 weeks, Israel has launched an intense bombardment of southern Lebanon and also the southern suburbs of Beirut. As a result of that, almost 1,100 people have been killed, more than 3,000 have been injured, and 1 million are now displaced across this country. We also heard yesterday from the Israeli Defense Minister that Israel intends to occupy southern Lebanon from the border right up until the Litani River there. That is only going to compound this situation, and that harks back to the memories many Lebanese have of the last period of Israeli occupation from 1982 to the year 2000. That was when Hezbollah was born as a resistance movement. Many have said it has strayed, it has become an Iranian puppet, it has dragged Lebanon into this broader conflict by firing upon Israel in solidarity with the Iranian regime. But its leader, Naim Qassem, in his first comments since the Defense Minister Israel Katz announced those plans, Naim Qassem says Hezbollah has been left with no choice. It'll either surrender or it will fight, discounting the first option as a way forward there. While all of this has been happening, Lebanon's army has been poring over pieces of a missile which landed north of Beirut yesterday after being intercepted. It says this investigation suggests that this missile was constructed in Iran. There's no clear idea as to exactly where it was being fired towards. It is the first Iranian missile to be intercepted over Lebanese airspace. Perhaps it was being fired towards Cyprus, given that that Mediterranean island does host a number of British military bases. We have heard over the course of the last few hours from the Cypriot president. He says discussions with the UK about the future of those sites are underway.